Hello guys, my name is Kendy Guzmán, and in this video I'll be talking about the consonant sound n, n. And in this sound I have to mention some features of this sound such as the place of articulation, the manner of articulation, and if the sound is voiced or voiceless, the phoneme its allophone, and some example that I'll be giving you through the video. Well, before get into the sound, let me check. Before I get into the sound, I have to tell you that consonant sounds are produced with the articulators, and they are more or less close. That is that they are produced with a close articulation, going from closely, completely together to only approximating. So consonant sounds are classified according to three dimensions. These are place of articulation, manner of articulation, and voicing. So let's get started into the place of articulation. When we talk about the place of articulation, we refer to that area in one of the resonating cavities, the larynx and the mouth, where the articulators are opposing some kind of structure or obstacles to the passing of the air, obstructing the air. And in this case, to pronounce the n sound, place your tongue against your palatate and hold it there. Make a voiced sound and release the air through the nose. The air comes up through the nose, not inside the mouth, because it's obstructing through the tip of the tongue, where it's located up here inside just behind the teeth of the upper ridge. Some example of this sound is or are the word name, never, no, any, money, funny, and angel, interest, thin, sane, then, envy, planes, and trained. And then the manner of articulation of this sound is, when I talk about this, it refers to the way that the articulator are set. Combining that the resonance effect is possible. As in this sound, the tip of the tongue is pressed against the alveolar ridge, forming the complete obstruction of the airflow. Inside over here, just behind the upper teeth. And some fact of this sound is in the n sound, there is no airflow through the mouth, but there is still airflow through the nose. As in all the alveolar consonant, the tongue teeth or sometimes the tongue blade approaches or touches the alveolar ridge. The ridge immediately behind the upper teeth in this part, as in the diagram or the imagine in this part, in the circle, in the red circle. Well, as I was mentioning, the consonant sounds are classified according to three dimensions, and these are the place of articulation and the manner of articulation that are already mentioned. And now the voicing, which refers to the cavity of the vocal folds. When the vocal folds are wide apart, consonants are said to be voiceless. When they are closely together and vibrating, consonants are said to be voiced, such as I mentioned over here. The main features of this sound are that this is a voiced sound. These are alveolar and nasal. When we say that a sound is voiced, is when it is made through the sound is the sound when the sound is voiced is produced by causing a vibration on the vocal cords. For example, to prove this, the thing that you only need to do is you put your fingers on the throat over here, and you pronounce a word or any sound that you think, in this case, the sound, and you are gonna feel the vibration indicating voice over here. For example, and you should be able to feel your tongue against the alveolar ridge, indicating that it is an alveolar sound. As you already know, it is also nasal sound, which means that if you hold your nose with two fingers, the production of the sound is not gonna be possible. For example, if I wanna say the word no, if I hold my nose with my fingers, it would be something like this. No, 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 no. And as you can see, the sound is impossible to pronounce it because you are obstructing the air passage, because it's a nasal sound. And well, this explanation of the sound is that the sound is made through the nose rather than the mouth, which is a voice sound, as I just mentioned before. Now, I'm gonna talk about now the phoneme and the allophones of the sound, or the phoneme of the allophones of this phoneme. A phoneme is one of the smallest unit of the speech that make one word different from another. I mean, this is the different variation of the sounds of any phoneme. The small unit of another word. Following with the N phoneme, the N sound is spelled with the letter N and sometimes with the double N, as in the word beginning. So let's gonna see some examples of words with the phoneme N. For example, the word nice, no, funny. As you can see, this part over here is the phoneme N, and over here is the allophone that I'm gonna talk about now. Well, allophones are the way in which a particular phoneme speech sound can be pronounced. This is apart from that they are symbols of the approximate sound of each word. As in the definition here, allophones are the linguistically non-significant variants of each phoneme, and the words of in other words, a phoneme may be realized by more than one speech sound, and the selection of each variant is usually conditioned by the phonetic environment of the phoneme. For example, an example of the allophones and phoneme, the word lane and is allophonic, and the allophone here after the e sound is n. As you can see over here, n and n are allophone of the same sound. the sound is added to the indefinite article a to just before we use this when we add the n sound and then to the a sound and definite article. It is located just before words with begin, and the same with begin with a vowel sound as in this example. For example, if you use the indefinite article a is for example a relaxed sound, as in the word it had, a luck, a man, a nice man, a rose, a sentence, a zero copy. And indefinite article is located just before vowel consonant sound, vowel sound. Sorry, an apple, an orange, an extra copy, an inch, an elevator, an umbrella, an apartment. So the letter n, it could be also silent in some words. For example, autumn, calendar, hen. Contrasting sound. Here we are comparing the sound m bilabial with the n sound. This is alveolar nasal, and let's get to pronounce it. Might, night, mirror, near, dime, dine, hem, hen, lame, lane, simmer, sinner. And another thing is the n is the past participle maker for many verbs, like this. For example, taken, given, frozen, eaten, gotten, proven, and driven. And finally, as you know, this is an alveolar nasal sound. Is produced located in the tip of the tongue at the alveolar ridge, and is producing obstructing the air through and the mouth. The air comes up through the nose. This is a nasal sound. I'm ending this presentation with the practice for mastery. I'm gonna read some sentences featuring the sun. And the sun shines. The thin man is an African dancer. Mine is fine. Tony has taken the train. Nancy has many new friends. They haven't eaten the tuna. So this have been all of my explanation. I hope you are understanding. I get understanding of my little bit explanation of this sound. Thanks for watching, and see you